Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you could strum through a song called Walk This Way by Aerosmith. And it starts out with a really cool lick where you kind of play the open A string, and then we do a hammer on the first fret, and then second fret on the A string. So it's kind of a 0, 1, 2, it's kind of a double hammer on idea. And then we go to second fret on the D string, and then we do the 0, 1, 2 double hammer on again, and then we go to second fret on the D, and then we play open E. And then we kind of do that again. We go 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, and then you can kind of throw in a third fret on the low E string as kind of a pull off to the open E, and then go back to the second fret on the D. So you got 0, 1, 2, 2, 0, 1, 2, 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 0, 2, and then we kind of do that first lick again, and then we do the other lick, but then we hit an A5 power chord, where you kind of put the first finger on the D string second fret and kind of play just the A and the D string at the same time. So that's kind of that main lick at the very beginning, and you may want to kind of kick off the tune that way, or kind of have that come back. Now, if you wanted to, you could kind of back that up with some chords too. And so you could kind of work this as a E minor progression, where you start first finger on the A string second fret, second finger on the D string second fret, and if you strum all those together, that sounds like E minor chord. Now another E that can sound very hip with this is a E major chord. It's sort of an ambiguous E actually, so it may depend on your ear as to which one you kind of gravitate towards. So you can put first finger on the D string first fret, second finger on the A string second fret, third finger on the D string second fret, and that sounds like E major chord, which you may want to use for the E's. Or you can kind of take the E major and lift off the third finger, and that sounds something called E7, which is a little bit more bluesy, so you might want to kind of work it that way too. Now through the tune, you may want to just kind of work downs through that part too, that kind of be waiting for that big A hit, and you could use an A major for that, where you do first finger on the D string second fret, second finger on the G string second fret, third finger on the B string second fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord. Now you could also make this an A7 chord and make it really nasty, where you kind of lift off the second finger, which is always a dangerous finger to lift, and that sounds an A7 chord. Or you can even readjust that, or even take the pinky and kind of add in the high E on the third fret for kind of that A hit if you want to make it really nasty. So you could kind of work that kind of for that hit, kind of which is downs. Now a lot of times with a song like this though, especially if I'm going to be singing, sometimes I like to use some consistent strum patterns. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the E7 and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up, up, E. So you want to kind of play around with that too, for that intro part. Or sometimes I like to add basses too, and you could kind of add a low E string for the bass on that E7 chord bass. Down, up, down, U the bass. Down, up, down, U the bass. Down, up, A on the down. It's kind of that hit. And then from there, then we're going to be going into our verse part, and our verse kind of works some cool little licks actually around a C chord. And you could use just a C major chord, where you'd have first finger on the B string first fret, second finger on the D string second fret, and third finger on the A string third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now you could also probably use a C7 chord for this, where you take the pinky and kind of add it in on the G string third fret, and that sounds a really nasty C. So through the verses, you may want to think about kind of using a C. Or you could use something called a C5 power chord, where you do the first finger on the A string third fret, third finger on the D string on the fifth fret, and kind of work just the A and the D strings actually for that C. Now if you're a little bit more adventurous, you can kind of get the pinky to go all the way to the 7th fret, and you can almost kind of get a little blues lick there, kind of working for the C chord. So basically we're kind of vamping on the C for our verses. C, 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 so we want to kind of think about using that. Or there's this other really cool lick that kind of turns up through that part, where you could play the 3 on the A string, play 5th on the G string is kind of a pull-off, so 5/0 pull-off, and then we go to 3rd fret on the G string and do kind of a pull-off to the 2nd fret, and then we go back to the A string 3rd, and then do the 5/0 pull-off again, and then 3rd fret on the G, and then go to 2nd fret on the G as a pull-off to the open G. So you got 3 5/0 3 2 3 5/0 3 2 up 3 5 3 5/0 3 2 3 using that kind of through that C part. And then at the very end of our verse, we end up with another A major punctuation. And then we're kind of back into our intro part again. So we kind of go back to that intro lick. And you may want to kind of bring that lick back, or you could kind of reinforce that with the chords. So we got the E, A. And then from there, then we're going back into our verse. Now, if you wanted to, you could just strum through that part with the C chord too. And you could even add basses to that too by doing the A string for your bass on the C or the C7 chord. So C with an A bass, down, up, down, 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 up. And then from there, then we'd be going into our chorus part. And our chorus starts on the C major, and then we go to an F major chord. And you could do this as a F major bar, where you do first finger across the entire first fret, second finger on the G string second fret, third finger on the A string third fret, and the pinky on the D string third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major chord. It sounds really happy. Now you could also use something called F major 7, where you do your first finger on the B string first fret, second finger on the G string second fret, third finger on the D string on the third fret, and that sounds an F major 7, which you can kind of substitute for that too. Or you could even kind of work it as an F5 power chord, where you take that C5 shape we were doing, and then go to the low E string on the first fret, third finger on the A string on the third fret, and kind of work it as an F5 power chord. And if you can kind of find a way, you can kind of even work that blues lick idea through this, so you could even have the kind of that C5, F5, kind of working the blues licks through that could be kind of a cool thing to do. Or you could just kind of work it as a down, down, up, up, down, up, and then you have F, or C, down, up, down, F, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, F, down, down, up, down, up. Or you could add basses to that and have C with an A bass. And on the F, if you're doing the low E for the, or the bar F, you'd have the low E string for the bass. On the F major 7, you'd have the D string for the bass. C with an A bass, down, up, down, F with the bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down, F with the bass, down, up, down. And then right after that, we end up on, right after our chorus, we end up on kind of a solo that's kind of a vamp around the C. So C, and this particular one has kind of that A hit at the very end, where C, A, and then we go back to our intro licks again. So kind of back to the E lick again. And you may want to kind of play around with kind of going back to that lick, and then kind of taking little pieces of all the things we're talking about and kind of working all of that. So even through that part, you might want to think about using an E5 power chord, or even kind of taking that idea, that lick that we were doing on the C and the F, and you can kind of work it from the open strings, doing first finger on the A string second fret, and then going to the third finger on the fourth fret on the A string, and kind of working that blues lick idea, 1, 1, 3, 3, or 2, 2, 4, 4 fret wise. So you might want to kind of think about that too. And then from there, then we'll be going back into our verse again. So we're back to kind of our C, 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 or C, C, working the blues licks, C, or kind of adding the basses with the muting. And then we kind of have a big hit at the end of that verse. And then from there, then we go back to our intro part again. So we're kind of back to that E7 lick. And then kind of working our hit to back to the A again. So that could be a cool thing to kind of bring back when those happen in the tune. And then we're back to our C again. So you might kind of play around with different ways to kind of play around with that, all those different things that we're talking about, and kind of figure out what works for you as far as soloing, or how you're going to cover this song. And then from that verse, then we go right into our next chorus. So we're back to our C. Back into that kind of that solo chorus tag where we got the C, kind of hang out on the C. We got C, it's kind of that big hit, and then from from there, then we're kind of back into our intro lick, kind of for our outro at the very end. So that could be a very, very cool thing to bring back. So we just got a lot of that one E thing at the very end. I think about punctuating myself and make people clap. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Walk This Way by Aerosmith. So good luck!